Hey y'all, it's Mary, and this is Mary Catherine Loves Cats, and it's Mask Monday. Welcome, and I hope that you're doing something to take care of yourself today and at least one day during the week. Please take a little time for yourself. So anyway, this is Mask Week. This is a Mask Week collab. I'm doing this with Laura the Bargain Hunter and Cici Straw Size Life. And we were talking about how we have lots of sheet masks sent via friend mail or maybe possibly even giveaways. And we would like to do some. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do 7 videos, 1 video per day of doing Mask Monday, sort of, but for 7 days. And stay tuned to all 3 of us because you never know, there may be a giveaway here and there. So and if we do end up having giveaways, then you will have to be subscribed to all 3 of us, and I'll put them in the description. Okay, so my first mask that I'm going to do today is from Katie's Corner of the World. She sent me this. It's BRTC Vitamin A Velvet Mask Firming Beta Glucan, it says. And down in this blue it says Clean Beauty, BRTC Aim for Clean Beauty, Eco-Friendly Lyocell Sheet. And I have done, this comes in there's 2 different masks that this comes from, that I believe I might have gotten this in Boxycharm. You know, I might have got it from Ipsy, and Katie probably did as well. And she sent me this one. So vitamin A. I feel like I could use some help today. So actually that's, you know, all the sheet masks that I'm going to be doing, they're all, you know, they have nutrients for you. So I'm going to put this on. And while I put it on, if I can get it open, it wasn't easy to open. I'm going to put it on, and then I'm going to tell you a little story. Like I said, Mask Week, because we're going to use up some of our masks. So keep a watch because we may do some giveaways. So let me take this out of here and see what it looks like. Oh, it smells good. It smells citrusy, I think. Sweet and citrus. It's very saturated. I do have a towel with me. I want to tell you what happened to me yesterday. Sunday I go to church, and I take care of a lady on Sunday morning and take her to church. And we meet her husband at church because he's teaching Sunday school before. So we went to church, and then after church we had a bridal shower. But there was a couple of hours in between church and the bridal shower. So I was going to go home for a little bit. I did help set up a little bit with the bridal shower, and then I'm like, well, I'll go home for a little bit because I don't live far from the church. And I'm telling you, sometimes I believe, I mean, I shouldn't say sometimes I believe all the time that things happen for a reason and what have you. And it was just the perfect timing for me to leave. I mean, I helped set up some tables and chairs, and then other ladies were doing the other stuff. So I'm like, well, this is a good chance. I'll just go home. I'll feed my cats and, you know, rest a little bit and then go on back. So on my way home, to get to my house, I have to drive on a highway. When I say that, I don't mean not an interstate kind of highway. No, it's just rural. So it's 5 lanes because there's 2 lanes going in each direction. Then there's that center lane that is the turn. And on one side are restaurants, and the other side is a college. So the college is very beautiful with grass and all that, you know. Well, I'm driving and lots of traffic because a lot of people are leaving church and they're going to the restaurants and what have you. And I see, I want to say I see a baby in the road, not a human baby. I see an animal in the road, cowering, very small, and people are just driving. And their tires, the animal is here, the tires are, you know, they're straddling, so it's low. So I see this SUV or this truck in front of me goes over it. I immediately stop, except I don't immediately stop, like not crash, slam, you know. I see it, and I go to my left into that turn lane, and I can't find the hazard button on my car. Can't find it. I've had the car for a couple of years. Can't find it. I'm looking all over. I'm hysterical because this cat is out there. So I thought it had been hit because it was just laying there. So I jump out of the car. My car is, you know, I don't have the hazards on or anything, and I am doing this in traffic. it's not like there was, Chicago traffic. No. But there's people coming, there's there's cars, and I'm doing this. And you know what? I live in a nice area. One or two people went around me. The oncoming traffic this way, was not paying attention to me. These people, they stopped. And the lane right where the cat was, a lady stopped. And she saw the cat then. And then on the other side, there was that side didn't stop, but then a motorcycle came up, and he stopped, and he put his hands up for people to stop. He helped me stop people. So people are just so nice. I was so grateful for that. And so I go to get this animal, and it's a 3 to 4 month old kitten. And I go to grab it, and it hisses and scampers away. But it runs to the college, to the grass. And I was like, okay. Well, then it shoots back, and it goes. I'm like, oh no, because if it goes the other way, the traffic on the other side did not stop. But I run around this red SUV. This lady and she says to me, she's got her window down now, and she said, it didn't come out from under my car. So I'm sort of looking under her car, and then next to her was a truck that at that point was in the midst of stopping. And he jumps out of the car, and I said, oh, could you help us, sir? And she yells to me, that's my husband. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So he gets up the back. Somebody else goes around us to tell us, hey, the kitten went under, but it went up into the vehicle. They saw it go up. So he gets up under there to look for it, can't find it. And so we decide, because of the traffic and, we don't want to all get killed, we pull across, we have to cross that other traffic to pull into the restaurant area to be off the road. And the woman, I felt so bad for her. She was so sweet and so nice. She was so afraid to drive that she might kill the kitten. But we decided that since it was the back of the car it went in and not by the engine, then she probably wouldn't kill it. So it was just, it wasn't very, it was 2 lanes of traffic. Well, the middle lane, 2 lanes, and then into the parking lot and stop. So, we, get over there. We all jump out of our cars. The man is so nice. He sees the kitten. You know how there's the tire, and that's the rubber part, right? And then that center part is called the wheel, I think. I could be wrong about my names. Her wheel had holes in it so you could see, and he could see the kitten. So he goes around the tire, and he had on black clothes, but I bet I bet his black clothes were black from the dirt and everything. He's got his arms, and he's doing something back there, and he goes, ow! And people had come out of the restaurant. Some people I knew from my church that had stopped to eat there, coming out, Mary, what's going on? Mary, what's going on? And somebody says to him, oh no, did it bite you? And he said, no, I burned my arm. He had burned his arm here over getting this kitten out. He was such a good man. And he finally gets a hold of it. And so I run to my car, and I have a towel, and we wrap it in the towel. He gets it out, we wrap it in the towel. They can't take the kitten. The man said he would take the kitten, but the wife is allergic, so they can't take the kitten. So I'm like, well, I'll take the kitten. It's letting me hold it in the towel. It was filthy. It was a white cat with orange on it, and it was filthy and filled with fleas. And then it started doing this thing that I'm like, oh my goodness, is it convulsing? It was doing this crazy thing. I'm like, no, it's just really thirsty. It had the most beautiful blue eyes. Well, there were other people came out of the restaurant. Everybody was all like, why is this woman, stopping people on the highway and all this other? So a bunch of kids came out. Oh, could I pet it? And all this other. It was just scared. The poor little thing was scared. I was going to take it to the place my vet that I work at on Saturday, and just take it there and get it food and water, and get it started on something for fleas, and see if maybe we could adopt it out. But all right, so everybody's leaving. I'm raining. It's 92 degrees. It's sunny, hot. My church clothes, I'm just sopping wet. I'm starting to get in my car, and a couple of girls from the restaurant yell, please don't go, please don't go. So they would, could we see it? So I go over to the door, they were at the back door of the restaurant. And the one girl says, I want him. Can I have him? And I said, I just saved this guy's, I'm thinking in my head, I just saved this guy's life. I'm not giving him to just anybody. But she starts to tell me, I tell him, well, he's covered with fleas. Oh, I know all about fleas. I've got stuff at home for that. And she starts telling me about how much she knows. She knew a lot about cats. So I'm like, okay, I felt very comfortable with her taking the cat. Now, I don't know if she had to leave work early or something to get that cat home because, you know, you're not supposed to have a cat in a restaurant, but it was a special circumstance. But I asked her what her name was because I said, I'm gonna probably call and check on you. What's your name? And her name was Grace. And I just felt like that was the perfect ending to the story, was by grace. By grace, the kitten was saved. So that's my story for Mask Monday today, y'all. And I do want to tell you a little bit about my partners in this mask week that we're doing. Mask Week, it's sort of like Shark Week, Mask Week. Laura the Bargain Hunter, y'all know her and love her, and Cici Straw Size Life, y'all know her and love her. And if you don't, please go see them, because there may be some giveaways, and if that's the case, then you will need to be subscribed to all three of us. And Laura the Bargain Hunter does hauls and sales, and she does some unboxings, and she does some collabs and things like that. And she has a cat that she rescued, and she has a dog as well. And then Cici Straw Size Life, she does unboxings and hauls, and you know, she does a lot of mystery boxes, mystery bundles and things like that she opens from Sephora and from Ipsy and things like that. And both of them know a lot about makeup, a lot more than I know. And of course, Laura the Bargain Hunter loves lippies. She tells you her lippy of the day. Cici tells you what eyeshadow she's wearing for the day. And they're just really lovely ladies, and you'll really like them both. If you're new to me and you don't know them, go see them, because I think you'll really like them. They have great content, and they're just good friends of mine. And Cici has cats. Cici is a cat rescuer, way more than I am. She actually, in their neighborhood, they catch cats, and they have them spayed and neutered, and then release them back. And a lot of times when they get a mama cat, she's already had kittens. So they also have to take in the kittens, and they socialize the kittens. They keep the kittens for, her and her husband keep the kittens for several weeks and socialize them so that they can be adopted out. So animal lovers, you know, good people there. And then Katie's Corner of the World, who sent me this mask. Thank you so much, Katie. I don't even remember when you sent this to me, but I appreciate it very much. And Katie's Corner of the World is also a great channel. You don't have to be subscribed to her, but if you go see her, you'll want to be. She does a lot of unboxings, and she gives us a lot of updates on like Fab Fit Fun and Ipsy and Boxy and things like that. Tells us the dates that you need to, you know, do things on and what have you. And this mask feels fantastic. It has not bothered me at all. It smells delightfully mild. Clean. It's like a clean scent. This, of course, always bothers us talkers when we have our masks on, but you can see it fits very nicely and it feels very good. So I'm going to finish up here, and I will keep this on. I didn't even read 10 to 20 minutes, so I've got a few more minutes. I'm going to keep it on, and I'll say goodbye to y'all now. And thanks so much for stopping by. And please go see my friends Laura the Bargain Hunter and Cici Straw Size Life. Again, I'll have their channels in the description. And then we're each going to do 7 days of masks. Mask Week. Y'all take care. Count your blessings. Bye-bye.